You're tuned in to the world of Tom, where you catch all the facts and stay connected with Tom Lane.
Program.
I know a lot of times.
Me, look at you. You look all cute. Okay. We, as a low-income environment, how do we prepare for our future moving forward?
Collaboration. So working with people that are doing things in the direction of where you want to be. You know, if you know someone that is outstanding at commercial real estate, understands finances, or has an exceptional YouTube channel, reach out to them and find out what they're doing, what their process, what their mindset is like, and find out how you can adopt those same characteristics, but make it yourself, make it your own. And that's the key. That's one thing that I have done in any area that I wanted to develop. Even before the whole entrepreneurship deal with myself, instead of going back to college and getting another degree, when I wanted to know how to manage a region of employees, how to build a business and grow my business across the country, where I got employees over here in this state, employees in this state, I got a job as a regional director so I can understand how those things worked there, adopted their systems, and brought it back to Howard Hughes Consulting. Now I know how to manage people across the country. Reaching out and collaborating with people that are doing the things that you aspire to do, adopting those characteristics and making it your own.
It sounds like doing the research as well. If you're not going to go back to school, if you've already done it, doing your research and getting involved with it and practicing it. It sounds so easy.
Easy. It's just discipline.
Yeah.
And when you don't have to go back to school, and there's a system available, you just got to follow the outline.
Yeah.
There's people that's willing to teach you. It's people that want to give the information away. You just got to find a way to, get in their face and steal their information. Don't be afraid to steal great things from great people.
Hey, that's some good advice. Yeah. Some of our jobs provide a pension plan, a 401k, but some jobs don't. And if they don't, or if you happen to lose your job, how can you ensure yourself to have that outside of that? Like, just have it anyways.
That's what IRAs, 403Bs, that's what Roth IRAs, 457Bs, that's what all these different accounts are for. So if you don't have a 401k, or even if you do have a 401k, you need more. Your company doesn't specialize in how to create a retirement set up for yourself. You have to set those things up for yourself and go through some company, some investment advisor, representative, or some company to set that up for you. That way you're generating and creating your own retirement portfolio yourself. You should set a time to understand stocks. And if you don't, get you an investment advisor that can do those things for you, that you can trust, and that understands your suitability, understands where you are financially, and can kind of get you where you want to be without you having full knowledge and understanding of what it takes to be an investment advisor. Right. Some people just don't have the time, but you definitely need something else. Even if you have a 401k, IRA, you need something more than just what your company's providing.
It's always smart to have something. I know, we have insurance through our jobs, but we also have insurance outside that job too, then to back us up just in case we don't have a job or this pandemic continues to get out of control. And, that's what we have to rely on. Income to debt ratio. Can you explain that to us, please?
Yes. So and that plays a huge role, obviously, when you're looking to get funding from anywhere. Okay. Your income to debt ratio, obviously, it's how much income that you're bringing in versus how much debt that you have. That's simply what it is. And you divide that, and that's how they come up with that ratio. Basically, what it is you want to always have more income than you have debt. You always want to be chopping at the debt that you have.
But what are some ways that we can make sure that we have more income than debt?
Okay. Yeah. So that's creating other sources of income. So obviously this would do for an individual one-on-one conversation with someone, but finding ways to create more income, whether that's jumping into real estate and instead of buying your first home, making it a home, obviously buying a duplex. And that way you got income coming in. That way that rent that's over there is paying for your rent over at your house, or your mortgage in your home. Or instead of buying a home, buy a business that's generating monthly income that can pay for all of your bills. So finding other ways to make money, even if you are working with a company and if you're doing.
Sorry, but how vital is it to financial freedom to get rid of debt? Like, how vital is it to make sure that you get rid of debt, especially with us being in this pandemic? Anything can go, anything can happen to us.
Yeah, so there's a such thing as good debt and there's such thing as bad debt. In the world of real estate investments and things of that nature, there's a such thing as getting rich through debt. Using your debt, using your credit to allow you to get funding to use other people's money to be able to buy investments that are making money for you. So yes, you will have investments that you got a loan for through a bank, et cetera, but it's making monthly income for you. That way you're paying off the debt that you have with the bank and also bringing monthly income for you. But chopping at your debt is always really good, always great. You always want to help that debt to income ratio, and you want to continue to grow in equity. You want to own as much as you can. It's all about ownership here. If you really want to create that generational wealth, if you really want to build your portfolio, you want to own as much as you can. A lot of people don't fully understand that even stocks are ownership within a company. You are buying ownership in that company. So make sure you do your research before you even purchase the stock. So just understanding these different things, but own as much as you can. And obviously try to find a way to own as much of businesses or partnerships or real estate and land, et cetera, without actually having to do all the work within the business. And that's always the goal. That's the name of the game.
I've said it before. It's
Okay.
important I've heard it on a movie, but it's important for a Black man to own land. If they have land, is some type of status or something. Can you further explain that?
Well, there's a limited amount of land on Earth. Obviously, land is not going to continue to be created. There's only so much available. So owning it's a piece of ownership that someone is going to want. Someone is eventually going to buy. They say you'll never fully be broke if you own some land. You can do so much with it. There's so many tax deductions available for you. So that way, that's how a lot of companies go outside of even paying taxes, is they own so much land and real estate, or they donate so much land and real estate to a portion of their business, but they're really buying it up. As you guys have heard, I think it was it Elon Musk that bought just about half of Texas recently? So down in Austin, he bought a lot of acres where he's going to do some amazing things down there. But yes, owning land is always important because it's there's not going to be any more.
How can we get away from student loans? I mean, for students going into college and for graduates, how can we just be able to get our education and still have some sense of financial freedom after the fact?
Well, obviously, the debt consolidation is extremely important. Obviously, outside of just trying to attain as many scholarships and take out the least amount of loans as possible, but you want to chop at it. So you got to work on that. There's so many debt consolidation and student forgiveness programs that are out there that'll work with you on your payments in regards to that. But the goal, you're starting off in debt. You're paying for the education. It's extremely expensive. I always tell people, it was the most expensive networking event I've ever been to. So you have to chop at it. You really can't get away from it, but just finding a plan that can help you with that and creating as much income to make it a lot easier. So it's almost, you're just hustling as much as you can to get rid of that part so that way you can live a better life financially.
Would you say that it is important for us to learn and practice budgeting?
Yeah, budgeting is obviously really important and understanding what to do with your money. So, and that's all budgeting is. It's understanding what to do with your money, how to grow it so that way you can have your assets pay for all your liabilities. And that's the name of the game, is to find a way to put your money in places where it's growing for you. That way it takes care of your liabilities, and then understanding how to invest the income that you have additional to be more than what it is.
It's your boy Nico the Great, host of Ethnic Ishimore Podcast, and I'm a proud supporter and sponsor of In the World of Time. Make sure you follow me at Nico the Great 357, as well as Ethnic Ishimore on all social media.
Every Thursday with Tom Lane.